Guys, and welcome to Thrustzone.com. This is Mohit Soni, and what you're looking at is the Suzuki Gixxer 150. A lot of you guys requested after watching my Gixxer 250 video that I should do this video. Sorry, it's taken some time, but we're here, and we have ridden this motorcycle extensively, and we're going to ride it extensively in the future as well. So what this is going to be is a very I've already ridden this motorcycle well over 300 kilometers in the city, and I'm on the outskirts of Pune, doing this right now. And what do I feel of this vehicle? First of all, this is a Suzuki Gixxer 150 BS6 phase 2 version of the BS6. This is not BS7. Anybody who's calling it BS7 should just stop doing videos altogether, because BS7 is going to come at least 5 to 7 years later. So please correct your information and follow the right sources for your everyday information, and this is going to be one of them, as always. Now let's begin with the Gixxer 150. What you see here is not big of a change in terms of cosmetics. You get a very nice LED headlight here, which works really well. It's got an LED DRL as well. The illumination and spread is quite good. Ridden it over the week in the night as well, was not a problem at all. Even in the darkest alleys, or even in sparsely lit alleys, it was a very good light indeed. And the color scheme, of course, is new with this orange and silver, what we've seen earlier in the Yamaha FZ long time ago, something that Suzuki is using right now, but in their very own way, and it is still very distinct, and so distinct that only a handful of people who would know that this is sort of a color inspiration from there. And you've got these black alloy wheels, aluminum and black. There's this piano black finish here, which looks really nice and premium. The black paint and everywhere else in the machined part also looks quite nice. You've got this really good dual port exhaust, which always looks really very unique to the Suzuki. At the back, we've seen it in the facelift, the new LED tail lamp, which looks quite nice. We've got a lot of hugger here, so that the mud doesn't splash quite easily, which is a complaint for some people who I think are very dirt phobic. At the front, I told you it's all good. The paint quality is also quite good on the front mudguard here. The forks also look quite beefy, so it adds to the appearance of the motorcycle. And overall, the split seat setup is also quite good. As you can see, I am quite heavy and big rider, so a lot of space for me to roam around, and being comfortable at the same time. Doing Bombay Pune was no trouble whatsoever, time and again. The switch gear is something I'm not a fan of. It's really dated right now. This is only something that nowadays electric manufacturers keep on using it, and the tactility and the quality is okay, but we need something new. I think the only thing that is I don't like about this motorcycle is the switch gear. Apart from that, I really like what is here on the instrument cluster. It's a digital cluster. It is also quite dated, but you get trip meter, average fuel efficiency, odometer, and you get digital fuel gauge, light, tachometer, gear shift indicator. So all of those things are here. Let me just restart and show you how is it. And it's got the Ride Connect option as well, so you can pair your phone accordingly, get some navigation details on it, and you will have to control everything via the mobile app, and that will be a separate story altogether. But here it is loaded when it comes to getting connected rider aids. Basically, you can see the health of your motorcycle, not much per se, and yeah, the quality is good enough. Could have been better. The switches definitely need a replacement, and overall I think this is a very good bike. Let me just show you. This is how I sit on this motorcycle. I still have quite a lot of room on this, and it feels quite nice. The riding position is just about sporty for a 150, because it has to be comfortable, because it is going to be your everyday bike. And yeah, again, so this is what the ergonomics are like. This is what the bike looks like. You've got good amount of features are on offer, and yeah, you've got a main stand as well, which is quite easy to put. Apart from that, I think that's it. Let's now start with the riding part of the Suzuki Gixxer 150, because I want to tell something very clearly, that it's only Suzuki and I think KTM which are keeping the engine alive when it comes to riding a very characterful motorcycles. I think these are one of the two motorcycles brands that are doing it just right. Even in BS6 phase 2 avatar, they're doing a really good job, because this engine still feels very lively, very Suzuki. Mid-range and low end torque is quite good. Top end is also quite healthy. It does 100 kilometers an hour, but it feels stressed at that point. But the engine has got a lot of character. It is in tune with the Suzuki-ness that you expect, at least older riders and experienced riders like us expect from Suzuki. It's all here. Even the brand new generation who's going to ride this motorcycle will really appreciate the kind of character this motorcycle has, and it's a lot. We've obviously ridden the BS3 and BS4 versions, and they were full of character. This here is kept alive rather well, and this is a really good amount of engineering that is done on the motorcycle to make sure that it remains, while it meets emission norms, while it delivers a good on fuel efficiency, because this can actually deliver 50 kilometers to the liter on the highway and around 40 kilometers in the city is what we got. So really good fuel efficiency, really good character, really good top end, low end and mid range as well, and it just feels a complete motorcycle. It doesn't feel incomplete in any way when it comes to the engine. The clutch is light, the gearbox is smooth, and you know what, the handling also of course is still really good. It feels typical Suzuki. You're hugging the tank quite well, and the tires grip really well. The lean ratio is quite good. You lean into corners quite easily, and it does that with a lot of confidence. Along with that, highway stability is good. Ride quality is great. It can feel a little too soft, but for me, even with my weight, as you guys know all the time that for me most suspensions feel soft because of my weight. Here it feels just about right. It can feel a tad bit soft, but that is me just nitpicking, because last time when I rode the FZ, its chief competitor, couple of weeks ago, I said that suspension also keeps up rather well. So Suzuki still has to match up to Yamaha in that aspect to a certain extent, but I am not complaining at all. This is still a really good job. Good balance between ride quality and handling and stability, and you know what, this is actually overall turns out to be a great motorcycle to ride, because the handling is right, the engine feels right, it's got a lot of character. It's not even really thrashy per se, it's not even unrefined. It's got that character. It's got the intake and exhaust note that makes a lot of sense, and makes this motorcycle a motorcycle. It just doesn't become a commuter like how Yamaha has done with their bikes, and even Bajaj has done with the Pulsar. This still retains its character, and that is really important for the younger generation to really enjoy riding motorcycles. So if you really want to enjoy riding, you will have to pay a slightly big premium, but what you're getting is fuel efficiency, handling, ride quality, stability, balance, comfort. Everything is on offer here, and I think this is one of the top bikes in this segment that you can get your hands on, and I can't praise enough on how good this motorcycle is. I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our social media and website on everyday basis for everyday news and reviews. Until then, goodbye.